What's up again, ladies and gentlemen? How y'all doing? Welcome into our Sunday night Isaac Races here. Let me get some music going for us. Okay, now we heard that. Ongoing joke. Anyway, speaking of ongoing jokes, yeah, let's just go ongoing inside BOILeR joke at this point on the left. But beside the point, welcome to our first races tonight, where apparently one of us is going to be singing Careless Whisper, which actually is a Wham song, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, but who cares? And the other one is going to be vacuuming a corgi, a very large, whatever. Anyways, no, I'm kidding. Welcome into BOILeR. So what we do here is we race Isaac. Best 2 out of 3 through the womb, too. Oh, man, I'm sorry. But again, we got NYVideogamefreak on the left-hand side, your New York Jets representative. And on the right, we got Melloace, your Atlanta Falcons rep. And, wow, here we go again. Ladies and gentlemen, the gifts galore. Whoop, 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 whoop. Nice snap. How do you do that? Like, I understand it's AstroTurf, but lift the ball up. Like, seriously? Oh, man. Anyways, back to what I was saying. We race Isaac, a best 2 out of 3. We both have the same save file. It's actually Melloace's, believe it or not. So thank you again for the use of that. Very much appreciated. And basically, we all have every single item unlocked. Oh, this is the best gif of them all. For anybody that knows who number 6 is, enjoy that. Wait, what? I mean, what? Oh, I'm tackling you. Anyways, but again, it's Melloace's save file. We got a Platinum God save file, so every single thing is unlocked. Both racers have the same things available to them. Which also reminds me that they've also both got things that they cannot pick up, which are, get these listed out. Whoa, 2 of them didn't work. There they go. Okay, you cannot pick up Dr. Fetus, Epic Fetus, Ipecac, Dead Sea Scrolls, Holy Bible, Toothpicks, or the Shovel. Again, we'll get to why on all those when we actually, if we actually see any of them. But again, these 2 are on a call, so they'll be off and racing whenever they're ready and good to go. So again, good luck to you both. And again, we do a best 2 out of 3. So whoever kills Mom's Heart first is going to get a point at the bottom of the screen, and then we'll reset both of them and go from there. So it looks like they're off and running. Again, there's a little bit of that delay just because they both live in different areas. They're both casting into different areas, and it takes a little bit to get to me. But we got the bomb bag from Melloace. He's going to take that, and wow, seriously? Right into a devil deal with Krampus on a teleport from a curse room. That's a no thanks, and Mello's just going to go ahead and restart. I don't really blame him so much. That isn't the best way to start your run off. We roll. Hopefully that actually links up. Man, the bot does not want to be linking for people tonight. Alright, hopefully somebody's got the link copy-pasted because the bot just decided that it ain't working, so we'll get that dual link in chat for you in a second here. Yeah, straight to Krampus teleport. I'm not sure I've ever seen that happen to me in any of my runs. However, well, now we're off and running. We got quad shot yet again for NYVideogamefreak on the left-hand side. I think that kind of speaks for itself. He's got 4 shots now. Yeah, well, there we go. Yep, and here comes the lag balls. Again, welcome to MLG weekend, where I'm going to have a hard time watching streams, guys. So every now and then you're going to get these lag balls, and we just have to kind of deal with it. And there's speedball from Melloace. Again, going to say no thanks. That would have been shot speed and movement speed increase, but again, not really the best thing. Wait a minute, quad means 4. Son of a bitch, I've been doing it wrong my whole life. There's stem cells on the left for Videogamefreak, so again, health up and that shot speed increase. Again, that shot speed on screen, not how fast he releases his tears, but how fast they actually travel on screen. How's a Blitch? How you doing? Ugh, Abel. Man, Mello is not getting good starting items. That would have been a quote-unquote follower that moved around the room at the exact opposite way that he would have. So would have shot in the opposite direction, been on the opposite side of the room, and moved in a complete opposite movement of him. So if he moved left, Abel would have gone right, so on and so forth. Excuse me. And again, nothing too special. Mello's still, well, again, I didn't even notice. Mello's in an XL floor right now, so he's got both of his basement 1 and 2 combined into this floor. So he'll have 2 item rooms, both of which will be locked here. So he's going to have to come across 2 keys if he's going to get lucky on this one. Again, always kind of worth a chance, but again, with no keys, I don't know. XL floors at the beginning are kind of risky. And there comes the reset because nothing good was in that curse room. Another XL, he's learned. Seriously, another XL, another XL. That's 4 in a row. Are you kidding me right now? 5, 6, 7. This is ridiculous. I mean, there we go. Number 8's the charm. Are you kidding me right now? Alright, so there was the sack of pennies for NYVideogamefreak. That'll drop some coins every couple of rooms for him. Wow, that just, Mellow, I owe you a beer or something, dude. Like, wow. That's ridiculous. Oh, man. Hey, you're having about as much luck to get back to what Dom was saying. You're having about as much luck as my White Sox are this season, which would be about none. Telepills into an item room, at least he got directly over to it. Spider Butt's not the worst thing, so at least he'll be starting off his run here. It's a space use item that will injure everything in the room and give it a slowdown effect. So again, not the best thing, not the worst though. And Mello's off and running, so again, right now, Video Game Freak in the Caves 1. He's got a few floor lead at the moment, but again, they are very small floors. Nope, there's no seating at all, actually. What we do is, think about it like the National Football League here in America. That's why we've got the NYJ and ATL after the names of the two racers. Real quick, Flat Penny, the New York Video Game Freak picked up. As he picks up coins, keep in mind he has a coin bag. That sounded wrong. The sack of pennies. Either way, as he picks up coins, it has a chance that those will spawn keys for him as well, so that's very handy for him right now. Speaking of those lag balls that will hit every now and then, there was a little one for me. Again, this stuff will happen. I'll refresh after the floor on a couple of races, just to be safe. Oh, you're saying the RNG. Yes, the RNG is time-based. Yes. If you're saying about the league itself, I just basically assign people to teams, though, just for anybody that's like, what the hell is that ATL and NYJ? We basically assigned him to National Football League teams. Again, real quick, I'll get back to that. Wire Code Hanger is fire rate increase for Melloace, and he's moving on to his second floor. But we basically, Melloace is your Atlanta Falcons, New York Video Game Freaks, and New York Jets. Basically, then we just assigned them to the same schedule that both of those teams have. Made it a little bit easier for me to kind of put everybody in a division and find out who was going to be playing who. That way I didn't have to sit there and figure out like, okay, well, I've only got 15 games for this person, but I made 17 for them. Crap. You know what I mean? Like anything like that, and never got crazy. We got Sacrificial Dagger, a orbital for New York Video Game Freak that does a pretty darn good amount of damage if anything gets close and touches it. No, New York Jets and Atlanta Falcons. Oh, we got people from all over the world, actually. So let's see. Tornus is from Latvia. Trainwreck JP's in Japan. I'm going to forget people. Zero Game Plan's in the UK. CDR Bystro's in Scotland. Yes, that was a gunshot in the background. I love where I live. Jesus Christ, that's 16. This is getting really common. Whatever. Famine on the right. We got Chubb on the left-hand side for Video Game Freak. Both just about done with their boss fights here. But let's see, who else am I forgetting? I know that there's other folks overseas, and I'm forgetting them now. I feel really bad about this, and I'm forgetting people, and I know I am. Urgh. Dang it. Oh well. Anyways, Brimstone there for Melloace and his Devil Deal. We got a little bit of health up for New York Video Game Freak. You'll see why Brimstone for Melloace is going to be very nice. Ooh. I don't think that actually is going to do anything for him, but Loki's Horns will be an interesting pickup. I don't... Actually, that may fire out the back of his head still every now and then. We'll find out. Also, Melloace did pick up Charm of the Vampire, so every 13 kills that he makes, it's going to heal him for half a red heart. Again, he's only got the one full red heart at the moment, so that's going to be kind of a moot point. Yes, it will. There's Loki's Horns firing out. Interesting. I feel like I'm at home already. What's up, Christina? How you doing? I feel as though I'm forgetting somebody else that's overseas from the league, and I feel bad about it, but I'm really spacing on who it is. Anyways, but basically I just assign people to whatever team that either they asked for or was open, you know, if they got in and, you know, they didn't actually ask for anybody. And if you guys want to see who got what teams, whoops. Will the bot work? Probably not. Oh, it did. Hey, the bot's listening to me. So there's a link for you at BOILeR.org. Mara, thank you. Fat Shufflers in Netherlands. Wow, thank you. I knew there was somebody else. Holy crap, I knew I was forgetting somebody. Oh, that was not me on the website. That was actually... Let's see if this one links. Yes, it did. That was actually Chris Hannell that did the website for me. You can see down at the bottom of the page itself on BOILeR that he's actually got a link up there for himself too. But it was Chris Hannell that did most of well, all the initial work, and then like we're keeping it updated now. But that was all thanks to Chris. Excuse me. Ooh, that carry candle. Uh-oh. So we got quad shot and the carry candle for Video Game Freak. We got a hell of a build going on the left-hand side. And again, right now he's one floor ahead of Melloace, who's just about to jump down to his caves too, as soon as he's done with this peep fight here. Again, Melloace, though, with a hell of a build himself. Brimstone's never a bad thing. And again, now he's hoping he gets a Devil Deal and actually finds Krampus, because that would be almost 20 damage up. I think it's 21 damage up with Gold, with the combination of Brimstone. And there you can see why the candle is such an overpowered item. Oh, well, if it doesn't miss just barely on the Headless Horseman at least. There we go. Now you can see why it's a very overpowered item. That will just rip through any sort of enemy that it goes through. And just watch the damage tick off. Oh yeah, we're gonna hit 300 tonight, no question. Nice, see what I mean? This is how people are finding new favorite casters now. So like somebody's got Eddie Ruckus as a new favorite caster because he represents the Seattle Seahawks. There you go, that's why I did this in the first place. Gives you a new reason to root for people or possibly find new casts to go into because like, oh, they're my favorite team. Let's find out what this person's like, you know? So I figured it worked out the best that way, and it's so far it's been great. We've seen people that are willing to root for, you know, like, oh, I gotta root for the Lions, they're my home team, or, you know, like, I can't root for them, it's the Bears, you know, like, so on and so forth, and it's just the way I like it. It made it so much better than just like, oh, I like this caster better than the other. That's fine, too, but, you know what I mean? Like, it seems so much less personal that way. Yep, Mello's actually from Atlanta, if I'm not mistaken. Or at least somewhere in the vicinity. So yeah, he wanted the Falcons. That was who he signed up for. And Video Game Freak, likewise, wanted to have the Jets as his team. So these are actually two folks that got the teams that they wanted. Ooh, mini mush. So speed up and range up, and you can see that the size of New York Video Game Freak has also decreased. So again, yet another little bit of a carry item, no pun intended with the smallness factor, but you get the idea. Either way, very nice item there. Again, though, down to 2.5 full hearts at the moment. He's looking for any sort of red hearts. Again, if you want to find out who plays as any team, hit up the website. Alright, one more enemy to kill. I hate these jumping guys, especially in the room with these cheap shotting things in the center. Down to 1 heart now, Video Game Freak, getting that, ooh, very nice, getting that very nice soul heart. So back up to 2 here. Looks like with no bombs, he's really hoping that he can get at least 1 so that he can get into that soul rock there. Give him something. Okay, well, there you go. A little bit of a heal ain't the worst thing. And again, right now, I guarantee a Video Game Freak either looking for is, well, hell, at this point, finding a Super Seeker would be a real pain in the butt. He's just looking for a bomb/heal at this point. And again, Mello catching up because he is fighting his Gertie boss in Caves 2. So just a little bit more to go, a little bit under 50% health left. What's up, Killer Justin? How you doing? What's up, Ren? Good to see everybody tonight. Yeah, Mello really needs some damage up. He's hoping for a Devil Deal. Hell, at this point, if he could get, let's say, a Pentagram and Devil Deal, well, that would up his chances at a Devil Deal, for that matter, with a Pentagram. But, let's say that he gets that, damage up immediately, and then he could get a Devil Deal with Krampus in there, get the coal on it, and up his damage by another 20. Well, we got the Devil Deal. We got health up as well, so we're halfway there. And we failed on the other portion. Oh my, we're going risky. So Mello gonna drop the last of his hearts, also go into debt, believe it or not, by spending more hearts than he had there. But he is now, for all intents and purposes, the blue baby. He's only got the 3 soul hearts at the moment, but he can fly. Technically, it also gave him spectral tears with Spirit of the Night, but he doesn't need to be able to shoot through rocks. Brimstone will do that anyways. So that was kind of a moot point, but flying for 2 tears is basically what Melloace just got. Or for 2 hearts, I'm sorry, is what Melloace just got there. Yeah, meat wouldn't be bad, but 1 damage up, or, you know, for all intents and purposes, 1 damage up. It's a little bit less, I believe. But we'll just call it 1. Yeah, that's not a bad find. The Liberty Cap could add a lot of damage. That's a trinket that'll give you random mushroom effects, or in this case, actually gave him the compass effect. So you can see on Melloace's mini-map that you can actually see where his boss fight and item rooms are. So he's heading directly towards his item room at the moment. When he gets to the next room, you'll see that'll probably disappear, but he should get a random mushroom effect every room. Why the compass is in there, I have no idea. But he could get something like the all stats up mushroom, he could get mini mush like what New York Video Game Freak has got. All sorts of good things can come out of that. Or we could get the sad onion and drop the charge time on your Brimstone. That will help your damage as well. Very nice find, so that'll actually give you a lot of tier rate increase, which in the case of Brimstone, like I said, takes less time to actually charge it. Yeah, Quad Shot and Brimstone is incredibly powerful, and it takes an incredibly long time to charge it, depending on which way you pick those up. But yes, it's well worth it if you can do it. If you can deal with the long charge time, so worth taking it. Benefit of the Blue Baby in this case, not very much, but if Melloace were to pick up the Polaroid here at the end of the depths too, then every time he got hit, he would get a 5-second damage shield, so he could be in a lot worse of positions. Only thing is, let's say that he gets a health up off of this next boss fight. It's actually just going to break him even, so he won't actually get that health. Unless it's blue hearts. If it's Mr. Squeezy and 2 soul hearts coming out of it, those he'll still pick up. If it's a red heart, he won't get it. He'll be in debt, actually. Yeah, Brimstone Quad's like 3 times the damage. And Alec, by the way, knows exactly what he's talking about on this stuff. So if you see Alec telling you what the stats are on there, believe him. Just letting you know, because I'll point you towards something here. You ever want to know about stats? There's your website. Easiest way to do it. Like, what's that thing that he just picked up? Look for it on that page, hover over it, and on the left-hand side, it'll tell you exactly what it does. So there's a reason I believe Alec. Let's just put it that way. So again, you can see the very low damage on this Brimstone here from Melloace. But again, he's going to get Monstro 2 into a little bit of a pattern. Watch this one, too. And again, I'm counting the twitches on Monstro, so watch him. 1, 2, move to the other side. Ooh. That bomb was just slightly misplaced by Mello. Nonetheless, that's the general gist of what you're going for there. Oh, I recommend that. If you're just starting off, play the game with the wiki open so you can see what items do. Maybe go through 1 or 2 times and just kind of face mash it and see what happens. But after that, open up the wiki, kind of see what everything does. Because it's going to help you out a lot when you realize, like, oh, maybe I don't want that kind. Well, you know what? Well, let's test it. And then it'll at least give you an idea of what's going on. Yep, we got a Curved Horn over on Video Game Freak's side, so again, the carry continues, that's plus damage for him. So one of the best trinkets, in my opinion, that you can get. I know Otaku is absolutely in love with that thing, for example, but I freaking adore the Curved Horn. If I can get plus damage, I'm happy. Ooh, and yet another Devil Deal. The box of items gets Mello one of every type of item, from a key, a bomb, a coin, a heart, a pill, and a trinket. Ooh, too bad you can't actually afford any of that. The mark was in Mello's Devil Deal, which would have given him more damage up, but again, can't afford it. So moving on with just the 2 soul hearts. Melloace now on the depths 2 along with Video Game Freak, so they're on the same floor. And again, Video Game Freak has cleared a lot of his floor at the moment, so I gotta give him an advantage here. But it's still all about finding those boss fights and item rooms. If, let's say, Mello gets lucky and they're right next to each other, that made up a ton of time right there, so you never know. But again, working on a real sketchy heart and a half. His Lover's card that Mello's holding on to is totally useless for him, too. That'll spawn 2 red hearts. He can't exactly pick those up. Okay, I didn't think he saw that shot coming at him. Speaking of boss fights, Video Game Freak found his, and he's not even going to worry about his item room here, so on to his blue mom fight. And actually a little bit of health up for him as well. But again, you see the blue candle is going to be very vital in this particular fight, because he's waiting for it. Okay, just do it this way. Take out the ads with it is a real smart move, too. But he was going to fire it directly into that door. Even if it were closed, you could still do damage to Mom with the blue candle. It is very immensely overpowered for this fight. So let's see. You're going to take one of the 2 yellow pills on with him. Not even going to bother seeing what they are. Alright, can we get a judgy, please, for Mello, as he's looking for any sort of anything but health up. He doesn't want to spend money on a health up item here. Maybe a blue candle? Maybe a treasure map. That will help. Every single room now on the mini-map is going to show. There you see his floor layout. Ooh, that's brutal. I think he's going towards the right because I'm in agreement with him. I think his boss fight's either going to be way over to the right and up at the top or at the very far bottom left, and it's a matter of which one. But I'm going to agree with Mello. I think he's going the correct direction now. Why is everybody obsessed with Judgy? Because Judgy's cute. Alright, Wheel of Fortune. Let's hope for, well, a little bit more money. Couple bombs out of it. Some Mello profits here. Again, Video Game Freak on his Womb 1 right now. Everything's going to hit you for 1 full heart of damage, but all you're looking for are boss fights. You may get a random library or arcade, but that's the best you're going to get. Other than that, there's secret rooms and super secret rooms if you desperately need them. All the racers are really just looking for the boss fights, though. So again, he's not worried about picking up money. At this point, all you can do with it is gamble. You're never going to be able to spend it in a store. And maybe you get a judgy, if you're lucky. And speaking of, if you're lucky, you find your boss fights very early on, so that internal compass working for Video Game Freak, and he's right on his first of 2 boss fights in the womb. Gonna say, making sure he's like, wait a minute, I can run into that, right? Yes, I can. I have an orbital. We're all good. Alright, so death for Video Game Freak's fight. Ugh. I hate when it slows everything down on you. Especially if you keep some of these sights on the screen, because these get real deadly on you. There we go. Very nicely done. And again, the blue candle in this fight especially is probably more a defensive use than anything else. Very nice. Again, you can see why. All you have to do is fire the blue candle into anything that's coming at you shot-wise, and it actually shields you from them. So it's a real nice find. Again, at this part, I would take out the actual horseman himself, not the horse, because of those spawns. Yes, the horse will take him out for you as he flies by, but it is just not worth waiting. Yep, and we were wrong, by the way, so now watch this. After not this room, but the next one, the Melloace clears. He'll be on his boss fight. If he's not, this is a real funky map, and that's just trolling. But he's got to be right on it now. I've said this before, and I've been wrong, but I bet he's on it. Find out once he clears that troll bomb. Alright, so Video Game Freak onto his womb, too, and there you have it. There's Mello's mom's foot fight, finally. Again, I'm even surprised that wasn't the item room up there, so Mello's going to skip the item room right onto the mom's foot fight. He knows he's trailing at this point, so he's got to make up some time here. And again, Video Game Freak just looking for mom's heart at this point. So let's see, Gray Mom for Melloace means that he's got regular enemy spawns, which really aren't that tough, like those blind guys that won't chase you. Globins may be about the worst thing, these red guys. Probably about the worst thing that is going to wind up spawning on you in here. I don't really mind anything else. But if you're doing something like a brimstone battle, you have to keep kind of running around and avoiding those guys, because Mom will drop her foot and knock them right into you if you're not paying attention. Nothing's with Spazbot, those are spam bots that are coming in. Notice how they all happen to have the same year numbers at the end? There's a reason for that. And again, why is everybody worried about it? It doesn't involve you. Alright, a little bit of gambling here as Video Game Freak's found himself an arcade. Anything to get some heals at this point would be nice. And again, bombs would probably be a pretty nice find. As you see, he's not blowing anything up. There's those bombs I was talking about. Isn't blowing anything up yet, but I guarantee he's going to at least take out the heart machine over on the right. Pretty good chance you're going to get some red hearts out of those. There we go. Like I was saying, bomb that. Ah, no such luck, just a little bit of money. At least he gets to keep gambling, if nothing else. So again, already with a pretty fly, so one other orbital out of, well, technically two now, as he just got a second pretty fly. Again, you don't see the extra pretty fly the Video Game Freak just picked up because he already had 3 orbitals, and technically speaking, the cube of meat is better than that fly, as is the sacrificial dagger, so they kind of override it. But again, should, let's say, Video Game Freak, by some miracle, pick up 2 more pieces of cubes of meat, that would get rid of that meat orbital floating around him. Because he has another pretty fly in tow, that would still be there, that would take its place. So Freak, knowing that he's in a dead end, is going to go ahead and back out of that. Same thing with this room, though he has no more bombs to do so. And again, Melloace on his Womb 1 right now. Hopefully one more room to clear. Yes, indeed, he's found his boss fight this time. Look at that, same direction. Wonder if he knew that this time, just by looking at the map, like, yeah, we're going to the same spot. This game's been trolling me too much. Alright, so here we go with a couple extra bombs. So, man, those 20 bombs, I bet you right now Video Game Freak was wishing that he had that many. We got the Fallen for Melloace's Womb 1 boss fight, which again has been kind of rare, but has been showing up a lot this year in Womb 1. Very odd. Either way, he'll wind up with a Devil Deal item out of this, so he's really hoping for the Pact or the Mark and get a little more damage. And again, Video Game Freak just clearing out these really annoying enemies. Yeah, the Liberty Cap can give you the all stats up magic mushroom, which basically gives you +1 to all stats, which includes, well, and actually there's another one, the damage up and health up mushroom will do the same thing. So there's 2 different mushrooms that'll give you health up for the room that you're in. Hence why you saw Melloace was at 2 red hearts, came in here and went back down to 1. So Video Game Freak moving on, still not finding anything. Like I was saying, the pack, damage up and fire rate increase for Melloace. Ooh, tough call on this floor, so it looks like he's gonna head over to the right. Wonder which room he's going for here. Where are you heading, sir? I believe he might be taking a long way to this. We'll see. Unless by some miracle. Well, that might answer your question right there. That might answer your question. Melloace might have found this right off the bat. On that note, Video Game Freak moving into his mom's hard fight. Wait for this. Lo and behold, Melloace knew exactly where his boss fight was. I'm surprised as hell it's up there. But nonetheless, because he couldn't bomb out of his secret room there, he knew what he was looking at. So he's going to move on to his mom's hard fight momentarily here. So, woo! So like I said, on to the same fight. Clever girl. But again, down to 50% health on the left-hand side. Video Game Freak just looking to get through these really quickly. And again, this blue candle will probably keep doing the trick for him. Question is, can he keep Mom's Heart out just long enough here? Oh, let alone can he stay alive. He's down to 2 hearts as he didn't dodge that last one. Okay, that got a little too close. Probably one more blue candle fire will do this for him. Ooh, a little bit more. All right, there you go. So, whew, that was a little too close as Video Game Freak cut that a little bit close at the end, but wow, did Melloace make a nice comeback there. Seriously, great race on that one. Again, great strategy by going into the secret room. I sure as hell wouldn't have thought that's where your boss fight was, Melloace. That was a beautiful strategy right there. So well played on both sides. Even though Melloace did not win that one, you got to admit, that was a pretty impressive move right there. So, beautiful job. There's a split link to get into both of their channels. That's Video Game Freak and Melloace. Please do that really quick. Tell them both, seriously, great job. Tell Melloace, dear God, I hope you do not reset into 7 straight XL floors again. That was ridiculous. That was brutal to watch. And yet, there you go. I mean, he was still that close. He had to reset through 7 straight XL floors and still was that close. So, and there you see Mr. Stinson. I love these. Oh God, Mosk. That was so beautiful, dude. We'll get to that in a minute. Give me 1 minute here. We're going to get these 2 reset. I'm going to run a minute worth of ads. We'll be right back on the other side of it, guys and gals. And thank you again very much. Oh, wait, hold on. We got to put this back. 7 straight XLs. Oh, that's too good. I'm sorry. Anyways, so we'll be right back in 1 minute, guys and gals. And we'll get these 2 reset and we'll get round number 2 underway. Alrighty, we're back and we should be clear. So let's flip that back on over. So again, we got round number 2 just about to start up here. And wow, they already both got their reset floors. That's pretty impressive, being that Melloace didn't have to go through 7XLs this time, because I didn't see him say it at least. But again, welcome back for round number 2. Man, that was insane on the last run. I gotta say that. Great comeback again, but again, just fell just a little bit short there on Melloace's side. But again, we got NYVideogamefreak on the left with a 1-0 lead, looking to close out and end Melloace's undefeated run here. But looking to get a 2-0 win. And again, Melloace looking to win this one, force a pivotal game 3, and then see if he can't keep his undefeated streak alive. So let's get that BOILeR hat going. And good luck again to both of you guys. Whenever you're ready, feel free to take off. And let me get the link in there again for both of their chats. Hopefully I do the right one this time. What do you know, I did. And there's those rootings. J-E-T-S, butt fumble. I mean, wait, Jets, yeah, you know what I mean. I was close, right? Totally. But again, good luck to both of you guys. I'm not rooting for anybody in particular. I never do. For those that ask, like, oh, who are you rooting for tonight? I don't. Like, they're all my friends. I can't root for anyone in particular. So let's see, we got, oh no, here we go again. Oh, it was only 1XL floor this time for Melloace. I'm sorry, I had to laugh, but it was only 1 this time. Last round, Melloace had to reset through 7 straight XL floors trying to find one that he could actually run on. And again, we got resets galore happening as nothing good coming out of these first items. Well, depends, Mosk. Are you actually pocket in disguise? Because then, yes, I may, but other than that, no, nothing personal. If you are, maybe I have to rethink who I'm rooting for, even at that point, because you get the idea. Ooh, Parasite. Now that may not be a bad way. Really? Really? NYVideogamefreak reset on the Parasite. I'm kind of mystified by that. I would take that in a heartbeat. Yeah, no disguise. So I love you, Mosk. I can't believe, honestly, the NYVideogamefreak race. Other racers here that are in chat, would you have reset that? That's a no by Diana right there. So would you have reset on the Parasite out of curiosity? Ooh, and Poison Touch, another interesting one, especially early on, but NYVideogamefreak gonna reset once more. Again, knowing the Melloace has not gotten a good item to start with yet either. Ugh. Vampire Heals and Team Bean does not exist on the left, so we'll reset both of those items. I think it's overrated. Yes, I agree, but I love it personally. Oh god, that 9 lives dead cat in Mello's secret room. Or, really, you're gonna... No, I thought he was gonna take it for a second. Dear god. Dear lord. Yeah, we're gonna see every item that Isaac has to offer that all suck. Oh, here we go, we're off and running on a roll. So we got our, probably not on Mello's side though, but NYVideogamefreak once again with the sad onion here. We saw that on Melloace's side. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was Melloace that had it last run. Either way, that'll basically give you a tier rate increase. You can see now his arrows actually have 2 tiers in that box instead of the 1 that Melloace has. So you can see the speed which he fires now. There it is. The dear lord. Alright, so on to his first boss, NYVideogamefreak getting a pretty easy one in Larry Jr. Again, Melloace just looking for that first item room. At this point, he's got to get something, because NYVideogamefreak just needs the 1 win here to take the best 2 out of 3, if at all possible. And Mello's got to start making up his time if he can. Because again, he's going to have to win 2 straight here. And there you go with a nice setup for Melloace. As soon as that Poison Bomb clears. Ugh. However, that's not nice, so Wiggle Worm will also be turned down. So Mello's literally, I think, going to see all 198 items in this game tonight. There's a very good chance that he may see them all. Alright, and there you see Freak getting through his fight. Ooh, damage up and health up off of the meat. Gonna go back and grab his Joker card, as he did not get a Devil Deal or God Room here. But he's gonna hold on to it for a minute. I might have actually taken that right there just to see. Ooh. Instead, he takes it on the very beginning of the next floor. See, I'm going to disagree with NYVideogamefreak's method on that one. I'm not calling him out, but I'm going to disagree on that one, because I would have done it knowing full well that at the end of the first floor I didn't have a Devil Deal. I would have taken it there, because on the second floor you may get one without actually having to use that Joker card. So I would have used it when I knew I wasn't going to get a chance at one. Let's see, so we got Roid Rage. That's actually about double your speed, give or take. So that is a mismarked item. It says you get range up. It's actually just a lot of speed up for Melloace. Into a library where there's 2 Book of Revelations, which he's going to replace his D6 with. That every time they use it will give you 1 blue soul heart. Again, real quick, he's going to fight his boss here on this floor, the Widow. which means that he can go ahead and use this. Well, even at that point, he knows that he just forced himself a horseman fight on the second floor, so I guarantee you that we're going to see everybody's favorite horseman, Famine, on the second floor on Melloace's side. That's one of the quote-unquote downfalls, perhaps, of the Book of Revelations, is that, let's say that you're on the basement where he is. If you use that on basement 1, either on basement 1 or basement 2, you're going to fight a horseman. Same thing with any of those groupings of floors. Unless you're later on, like let's say the Cathedral, where you know what boss fight you're going to get. Depths 2, where you know what boss fight you're going to get, so on and so forth. So there's a couple little theories to that, but, you know, basically Mello's not going to complain about having one orbital around him blocking shots either, especially if he gets up to 2-piece Meat Boy, so he'll be just fine. But again, Squeezy will up his fire rate a little bit more, and give him those 2 soul hearts, and he's on to his second. And again, you see Video Game Freak coming across both item room and boss fights. Still no key, though. Any luck? Oh, he did. Got very lucky and got his key out of there. Speaking of luck, there's the lucky foot for New York Video Game Freak. So that will turn all of his pills into at-worst neutral effects. Excuse me, sorry about that. And there you see High Priestess and just how much damage that can do. Again, the item box has one of everything in it for Video Game Freak. He's going to grab all this stuff, possibly consider... Ooh, very nice. Balls of Steel Pill gave him 2 more soul hearts. The extra soul heart on the ground. He's moving on with a great-looking build right now. But again, it'll help Video Game Freak out with a lucky foot. Also gambling. Let's say he comes across a purple slot machine. He's basically never going to lose. You actually lose the effect of those random, you know, like, oh, the moon, blah, 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 where it talks to you effects. That won't happen anymore. Things that will happen. Melloace just got himself the Spelunker hat. Now you can see on the right side of his mini-map, on the right of the room that he's on, he actually knows where his secret room, or super secret room in this case, is at. So now he's going to bomb straight on in there. That's the beauty of the Spelunker hat, is you know exactly where to find these things. And now he's got himself an Eternal Heart, which if he takes onto the next floor or grabs a second half of, will actually turn into a full Red Heart container for him. Ooh, nice reroll parry. Perrier, sorry. I can never say that right. I don't know why I put like the at the end of that, but I always do. And there you see, knowing where his secret room is, Mello lined up those explosive enemies beautifully and actually got free access to it with no bombs on him. So very nicely done. Again, one of the beautiful things about the Spelunker hat, you get to find those rooms. But again, there's Famine. Don't say I didn't call it. Because again, he used his Book of Revelations on the last floor, and again, used it on this floor again because he knew that he was safe in doing so. But again, Mello's probably only going to wait until he's in the boss fight next floor to use it, would be my guess. So that he knows that he's only going to spawn 1 per grouping of floors. Unless he has an XL, then it's a completely different story. We'll go from there. Yeah, damn it all, Famine. Again, you see Video Game Freak coming across yet another Balls of Steel Pill and his item room, so we'll grab that in a moment. And like I said, Mello taking that half an Eternal Heart onto the next floor, got himself another Red Heart container. Celtic Cross on the left side for Video Game Freak gives him a 33% chance if you do get hit that you get a 5-second damage shield, very similar to the Polaroid. Except Polaroid's guaranteed if you're under half a Red Heart. Celtic Cross is random anytime. Yeah, Famine just wants to say, hey. Okay, so, like I was saying about if Melloace got himself an XL floor, it's a completely different story now. So, Melloace can go ahead and use the Book of Revelations that he's got, knowing full well that both of his boss fights are on this floor anyways. He's probably not going to get 2 different horsemen here, because I don't think that's even feasible, honestly. I could be wrong, but I don't think that's feasible. Somebody correct me. I could, well, yeah, because you could get Headless on the first one, too, so, okay, moot point. There's a few floors where you could. This, I don't believe, is one of them, though, so Mello's probably, we'll see at the end of this room if he uses the Book of Revelations for another Soul Heart or not. You look behind you. My bad. Didn't mean to scare anybody, sorry. Yeah, I think it's 1 horseman per set of floors, unless it's like, okay, let's say when you get Headless Horseman, theoretically you could get 2. Because Headless can be on 2 different groupings of floors. I don't know. I haven't ever actually tested that too much. Yeah, that's a nasty room that Mello's in right here. And again, you can see why, because he's taking a lot of damage. And Mello knows what he's doing here, but man, that room can just screw you over. And there you see the use of the Book of Revs. He almost had no choice at this point. But I guarantee now that we'll see 1 horseman fight in the 2 back-to-back boss fights he'll get on this XL floor. Oh, what's up, Raiders? Batting those hatches. What's up, everybody from Wolves? How y'all doing? Booker Red plus Wafer plus Habit is invincibility. Yep, exactly. So yes, with anything like, let's say, the Heart, for example. Same thing, if you get the Habit with the Heart, every time you get hit twice, you'd be able to use it and heal yourself for, theoretically, the 1 full heart of damage that you took. And again, there's the Celtic Cross showing up. We've already heard about that. Chance on hit that you actually get a damage shield. Video Game Freak into a God Room, getting kinda sorta lucky with that, gets the Relic. That'll give you a Soul Heart every 4 rooms that you clear, some more blue hearts coming on the Video Game Freak side. Absolutely, we can get to the link. Well, Maverick's got it for you anyways, but the bot'll have it right behind him. Thank you, Maverick. Again, Melloace down to the sketchy half a red heart at the moment here, though. Looking at an item room, again, no key to get into it. No bombs to get into the center, should a key spawn in there either, so that's a bit trolling. It's pronounced however you want to pronounce it. Is my name pronounced Crumps or Crooms? Depends on where you live. But yeah, Mellow down. So all the way back to the start on his side. Freak's got himself a pretty good lead at this point here in Caves 2. And again, a pretty decent looking health build as he's got the Relic spawning hearts every 4 rooms. Let's see those no scrolls as Melloace found them. Gets to re-roll them again because they're a banned item. The Dead Sea Scrolls can give you random space use items. And there are 3 different ones, believe it or not. Real quick, Virus's Poison Touch, Mellow resetting. Again, though, it can give you the, believe it or not, D6 has been found on that. It can give you the shovel usage, and forgetting one like a complete idiot right now. Wow, I'm seriously forgetting one like an idiot right now. Anyways, there's 3 things off of that that are banned within the league that we can't actually have used. So, we banned the Dead Sea Scrolls, allowed them to be rerolled. Oh, the other one was that it keeps screwing people over with Wiggle Worm effect that doesn't do anything. Yeah, exactly what Ducat said. If you're talking about the group of people, it's Celtic, but the sports team is Celtic. Or Celtics in that case, because it's plural. There's no sign-ups going on right now, guys. This is an ongoing season. Alright, so the wooden spoon will give a little bit more speed up to Video Game Freak. Yeah, Unicorn Horn. Where's Moss? There he is. I was waiting for it. Ooh, geez, and another sad onion. So again, fire rate increase. But again, you see that Unicorn Horn on Mello's side. 7 seconds. Ooh, he wishes he had it right about now, I bet. Either way, 7 seconds of invincibility. You put a Unicorn Horn on your head, and you go running around the room doing damage with it. And here's why you want that Unicorn Horn charge for this fight. Ugh. I hate these troll bombs. Oh, this is bad. This is a bad corner. Okay, good. Woo. Nicely dodged Mello. That would have killed me. I would have assumed that one of the bombs would have popped the other bomb directly into him there, but he got really, really, really close to that. Either way, moving on. Getting himself a little bit of a heal. Be back up to 2 hearts after that, but whew, that was close. That was really close. I just broke your dreams. So anyways, Freak on down to his next floor again in that God Room, got the Guardian Angel. That'll be a double speed orbital. You'll see it also takes the speed of that cube of meat that he has and also increases it by 2-fold. So again, dem orbitals. But you'll see how much quicker his spins than Melloace's does. That's not lag, that's the Guardian Angel for anybody that's wondering. I know when at first you're just like, how is that one going so much quicker? It's the Guardian Angel doing it. We'll also block shots for Video Game Freak, might I add, but most importantly, speeds everything else up by 2. I love that thing. Yeah, damn giraffes. And again, some of my least favorite enemies, these ones a Video Game Freak is fighting, because, man, they will... This room isn't so bad for him, because just like you see him doing, you can pop a bomb over there, pretty well take care of him easily. But there's a few rooms with those guys that Video Game Freak's fighting that will just troll you. And they have no problem doing it. You gotta love those super secret finds, too. Like, well, of all random things, yeah, we'll take that, sure. Speaking of finds, there's a curse room and an item room for Video Game Freak, and he's got the health. He might consider going into that curse room. Now, whatever, I meant super secret. You know what I meant. Yep, it's in the upper left-hand corner of the screen, too. Ooh, Guppy's Paw. Well, now that's going to be a health build. Yep, here we go. So every single red heart gets eaten up, if he wants to, by the way. Every space use that you do eats up a red heart that you have with Guppy's Paw and replaces it with 3 blue soul hearts. So speaking of health, Video Game Freak just about tripled his right there. Ooh. But he's going to take Lemon Mishap with him. What that will do, you may see him use it in here, I doubt it. But it'll actually spill quote-unquote lemonade on the ground that if anybody walks through will take damage. Not including yourself, but any enemy that walks through will take damage. I think we all know it's not lemonade. You basically just urinate on the ground. Let's be real honest here. But again, now for all intents and purposes, he is the blue baby, so he's really probably not going to pick up any red health up from here on out, because once he gets the Polaroid, that gives him a whole newfound ability with that, where anytime he gets hit, because he's under half a red heart, that will actually give him a 5-second damage shield. Really quickly, Melloace into his item room, picking up more damage up and health up with the odd mushroom, so again, very nice find, building a nice start here. So again, never count anybody out. He's only the 1 floor back right now. You find your boss fight, you're both on the same floor. So this could be really close really quickly. Why isn't he the blue baby now? Technically, he's not the blue baby. Real quick, that small rock in Video Game Freak's room will give him damage. There's that lemonade, quote-unquote, sweet, sweet lemonade. Nicely done. Nice placement. Team Lemon Mishap. Anyway, small rock will give him damage up, fire rate increase, and his movement speed will decrease. You see War coming up, so that will be another cube of meat for him. We'll get to that momentarily. Melloace has got the same 2 cube of meat floating around him, firing out shots and blocking shots for him. Yeah, that small rock is nice. Anyways, back to the reasoning that New York Video Game Freak is not technically speaking the blue baby. He still counts as Isaac right now. If you die and come back to life with the Ankh, you notice that you come back with only the 3 soul hearts and you actually look like the blue baby. At that point, you are the blue baby. For all, like if you kill Mom, it counts as a mom kill with the blue baby at that point. Devil deal with nothing that he really wants to spend his hearts on. Video Game Freak on to Depths 2 really quickly. Mellow into another curse room, nothing special, a few attack flies. But again, he's still technically speaking Isaac right now, so any kills that he registered would count as Isaac getting through it, for any unlock purposes, that is. So again, like, you would have to actually either die with the Ankh or be the blue baby to actually count it as being the blue baby. Health-wise he is, but he can still pick up red hearts at this point. Blue baby never can. Oh, no problem. My pleasure. I suppose that's probably... This is the room I hate, by the way, with the giraffes that I was speaking of earlier. This is the exact one. This thing trolls me endlessly. Unless I have knockback on my shots, I hate this room. Oh, really? Alright, so there you see the unicorn horn. Yep, Mosk having his moment. By the way, Moska loves that thing. Just gonna point that out. So expect to see the Craig Chasm face every time that thing gets used. But again, the relic at this point is like the best thing, as it was just being pointed out, the best thing the Video Game Freak could have. After you pick up Guppy's Paw, keep in mind, every 4 rooms you're going to get another blue heart spawn. That's really all you can pick up unless you find more actual red health containers. So that's about the best way you could ever get health up. In any way, shape, or form. I love the relic. Oh, and even better. Well, this is a decision. Do you take the super bandage? I wouldn't, personally. I don't think Video Game Freak will either. He's going to take the Polaroid, and I think he's going to bypass that bandage. The 2 red hearts off of that would screw up the Polaroid usage I was referring to with the 5 seconds of damage shield, so Freak going to bypass it for anybody wondering why. You'll see why the second he gets hit. There you go. That 5-second damage shield would not happen if he picked up that super bandage, so he's saving himself a lot of damage by leaving that behind. Ooh, and an XL floor with an item room right off the bat for Melloace. Again, Crack the Sky in there, not any better than the Unicorn Horn. I've got to agree with bypassing it. Even for the 1 room, who cares? Crack the Sky gives you 6, or I think it's 6, random rays of light throughout the room that will damage any enemies walking through them. What's up, Man Almighty? How you doing? Excuse me. Oh, I didn't even notice Liberty Cap again for Melloace, and there's a 2nd item room on this XL floor. I didn't even get to explain that portion, but again, 2 item rooms, 2 boss fights here. Still just 1 store, 1 Seeker room, and 1 Super Seeker room for Mello. But you can see a 2nd item room right off the bat, so working along very nicely. There's some health up with the Balchinian. Now, Mello's willing to take red hearts. He has no issue with that. But again, the Liberty Cap will give you random mushroom effects, and it can actually double up on the mushrooms that you have. So right now, Melloace has got the odd mushroom, the damage up, and health increase. He can actually get a second one of those to enact because of that Liberty Cap randomly. And again, now he's thinking, wait for this, guys. With that Liberty Cap again, there's also a use of the compass. So Mello's cleared out 2 rooms side by side. He'll take a second or 2 here and there to try this, but not going to wait forever. But you can actually get the compass to randomly affect, or to give you an effect. So again, he was looking to find out exactly where his boss fights were as quickly as possible. But again, if you're this far behind, again, Video Game Freak in the womb already, and with a 1-0 lead, Mello can only take so much time. So again, it's a bit of a risk, but there you go, right on over. And there you see the compass effect actually coming in as he can see everything else on his map now. So there you see it, right as I was referring to it. Plus he gets to his boss fight, so he'll have back-to-back boss fights here. First one being Monstro 2. Again, you'll see the pattern. Wait for the twitches. 1, 2. Ooh, never mind. He had to move out of the way of the fly. 1, 2. Oh, jumping again. Monstro's trolling. All right, 1, 2, move. 1, 2, move. 1, 2, move. Pretty easy. Yeah, that guy. Hey, what's up, Chronic? How you doing, dude? I think the maximum number of familiars following is 4, if I'm not mistaken. 5, damn. Yeah, I knew it was one of the 2. Somebody corrected me right off the bat, though. 5 is correct. And right on into Mello's second boss fight, getting Grey Mom once again. So right now, not all that incredibly far behind. Devil Card will double, or time and a half his damage, I should say. So multiplier there for Mello. I was going to say, he's not getting lucky with the eyeball opening up here. Or with the hand coming out, I should say. Mom's favorite item, anything that can make you carelessly whisper. But Tish. I'll be here all week. Damn inside BOILeR jokes. A little more health up for Mello, and he's going to be moving on to his next floor. Aw, the bot missed one. No, it didn't. It just took forever. Oh my, this is going to get interesting. You see this? You see this shit? It doesn't fit, idiot. Thanks for handing me unstackable cups. I love that gif, by the way. But again, Video Game Freak fighting his first boss already. Looks like Melloace might be lucky enough to get an XL floor. Oh, we got the loading screen, though. Nope, he's going to get Curse of the Lost, so extra rooms added. Wow. And Video Game Freak going to pass on both of them. Okay, then. Brimstone and the knife in a devil deal. And again, all blue hearts. Yeah, there's that. But wow, that devil deal. I would have killed to see that in any run. Any run whatsoever, and Video Game Freak gonna pass them both up for all the health that he's got and move right onto the womb too. Again, he's got 1 boss fight left to find here. I know he can't take him, that's the whole thing. No choice. Wow, another pretty fly. Video Game Freak's been finding tons of these. I think that's his 4th in the 2 races so far. That's kind of an incredible amount. They've been showing up a lot tonight, but only for him at that point. Like, Mello's not gotten any pretty flies at all tonight. But again, working on his Womb 1, Video Game Freak just looking for 1 more boss fight here, possibly closing out another undefeated season here. We've had 1 fall this week already. We'll have another one tomorrow fall. Now, if you would have taken the bandage, you would have taken a lot more damage, because again, every time he gets hit right there, he gets a 5-second damage shield. Why would you kill Stan? Stan's so nice. What's up, Electric? How you doing? Yeah, right, he's got the in real life luck foot. He very well might. You never know. Again, from what I can tell, Casper loans out his internal compass at least once a week, if not more often. And by loan out, I mean rent out. Or sell. I haven't really decided which yet. He may have made a lot of money behind my back. I'm not sure. Waiting for Casper. Hey, I've got bills. It wouldn't matter. It would still break the use of the Polaroid because he'd have a full red heart in there. How else would you get rid of a half a red heart after the womb, too? Or in the womb would be the issue, because everything hits you for a full heart of damage. So why not take the 5-second damage shield, be able to face plant everything like he's doing right now, and not take damage during that time. I think Video Game Freak made the right choice, and it's proving it by the fact that he's fighting Mom's Heart right now. So again, looking to close this out 2-0 here and end an undefeated season on the right side. Ooh, nice lemon mishap use. I don't think I've ever gotten that fired at the correct time on Mom's Heart. Again, it still hits her because it counts the heart as being down on the floor the entire time. I'm not sure why. Same thing with the blue candle. It'll hit Mom's Heart even when she's up in the air. So always remember that. Oh, can we get a judgy, please, for Mello? Yep, nope, he's out. He had the one chance. You had one chance, judgy. One job. One job, judgy. Two really close races, though, indeed, so far. And again, we got Video Game Freak just under halfway done. Just a little bit more to go. Mom's Heart will stay out the rest of the time here. And ladies and gentlemen, your NYJ, New York Jets, Jets, your 2-0 winner have ended Melloace's undefeated streak of 4 games and drops him to 4-1 on the season.